Pray the fakes get exposed. Rush, you remember me telling you about a little something called karma, dog? Remember me telling you about that? So, if you guys don't know what went down, Rush Chapman finally got banned on RF. Oh my God, dog. So, this is one of those things, I'm not really going to be going off on the kid in this video or anything like that. Trust me, he already stepped in the coffin himself. I'm really just burying it for him here, right? But I just wanted to come in here and explain this whole sort of situation that went down. So, without trying to go too deep into it, because it's a literal paragraph and a half, everything that Rush has done in this game, I'm going to try to cut it down to size for you in this video here, okay? So, at the beginning of this year, he was just coming back from a full-blown one-year ban for key sharing, letting somebody else actually ride for him in a pro race. He was just coming back from that at the beginning of 2020. Okay, so he was on sort of like a provisional license, like a probation type thing. So if he did any little thing, you know, he was supposed to go right back to banned again. Any little thing. Okay, and what does he do? Very first round, Anaheim won 2020, goes in there and gets an aggressive riding warning. Okay, he like punts some kid off the track, literally first race back in after the 1 year ban. Okay, so then RF gives him another chance and says, we're just going to give you a aggressive riding warning, even though you're on a provisional license right now, right? So then he continues and does even more and more and more stuff. I showed you at the beginning there. Let me go back to this real quick just to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so all this stuff that he's done right here is after the 1 year ban for Keisha and having somebody else ride for him, just coming back after that and getting an aggressive riding warning in the first race. Then he comes in here, and at the round 9 of the European Supercross Series, which is still RF, Rush Chapman just completely cuts across the track, takes out a dude, and then he hits another dude on the track re-entry, and then, of course, Rush acts like, you know, it doesn't matter at all. It's no big deal. It was just in the European Series. Like, he can just do whatever he wants in the European Series. He was acting like he was just going to, you know, pull another fast one on RF, but RF's not having it anymore, little Rushy boy. They're not having it anymore, dog. You done pushed them too far. You done pushed them too far, man. Rush did it to himself, man. He did all this to himself. Stop feeling sorry for Rush Chapman, dude. He has had, I'm telling you, Rush, you have had at least 10 times more chances than you should have gotten. At least 10 times more chances. And you still fucked it up. You still just did not care about it at all. I mean, good God, man. You're on a provisional license, okay, coming back from a 1 year ban. You're leading the points halfway through the championship, literally leading the 450 RF points. Pro 450, the tippity top of the slope you can be on MX Simulator. You're leading the points. And you still come in here and do all this stupid ass shit after all that. It's like Rush has no concept of what a consequence is whatsoever. It's like he has no idea what that is at all. It's insane. I mean, there's no end to Rush Chapman. They give him more chances, more chances, more chances. It's just crazy. So let me keep on reading this. However, Race Factory takes our European Championship Series just as seriously as our North American Series, which they should because it's still RF, okay? No matter if it's European or North American, it's still RF. So they go on to say, Chapman has shown us that he has learned nothing from being banned for over a year. Exactly what I've been saying this whole entire time. He was given a second chance this year with racing on a strict provisional license. At Anaheim 1 this year, Chapman deliberately took out a lapper with no intention of racing. Instead of putting Chapman back on the ban status like they should have done at the first round, we decided to give him his final warning. I mean, this is just like more chances on top of more chances on top of being nice to you over and over and over. And you still come in there and do this, dude. Like, you're going to have to wake up one of these days. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I really don't. I've been seeing this crap out of Rush Chapman ever since he started racing in this game. Ever since 2015, I've been seeing this crap. Like, if you've been around for a while, you will know this kid is never, ever going to change. Ever. He's never going to change. If they let him back in, a year later, 2 years later, he's eventually going to go right back to doing the same thing. He might seem like he's all learned his lesson at the beginning. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't mean to do that. I learned my lesson. And then 5 races in, he'll be right back to doing this bullshit again. He does not understand the concept of learning from a mistake at all. He just doesn't get it. So let me keep on reading. At round 2 of the 2020 Motocross European Series, Chapman, along with the others, were found to be fixing the race to allow another specific racer to win. Chapman, with the others involved, were all given a warning for the incident. So another thing, here we have like 5 different things he's already done in 2020, just right after coming off of a full 1-year ban for cheating in a pro race. Key sharing, having somebody else ride for him in a pro race. This is just like Rush. I mean, dude, like, I didn't even expect you to be this bad. Like, I'm serious. Even with how much I know you, I thought you would have thought in your head, like, okay, wow, I'm, just getting off a 1-year ban. Man, like, I got the points lead. Maybe I should tone down my toxicity just a little bit. Maybe I should try to, play it safe just a little bit. But no, you just go out here and continue. It's like, dude. And so they go on to say it's now clear to us that Chapman does not belong in our racing our series, and he will receive an indefinite ban from competing in RF races. Indefinite means, they haven't really decided on an amount of time for the ban, but typically indefinite bans are usually at least a year, and the fact that he's coming off of already a 1-year ban and getting another indefinite ban on top of that, you're looking at least 3, 4, 5-year ban right here, if not a fully permanent ban. I mean, they say it right here, Chapman does not belong in our racing series. It is clear to us that Chapman does not belong in our racing series. So, I don't think RF has ever actually literally given out like a permanent, quote-unquote, permanent ban for anything. So, but this is about as close as you can get to it right here. So they go on to say, on the note of keeping the integrity of racing, anyone involved with interfering with the integrity of racing will be subject to a ban where we see fit. Finally, RF, you have finally stepped up to the plate and been seeing what I've been saying this entire time about this kid. You have just literally saved the game. I'm telling you right now, you just saved MX Simulator. This was one big reason why I haven't even been racing this year so far. Just because them, letting the cheaters back in and them still doing stupid stuff and them still giving them more and more chances. It's just like, dog, what's the point in even pro racing anymore if they're just never going to actually permaban somebody? It's like, how many more chances can they give Rush Chapman? This is 1,069th chance that they've given him. It's like, dog, how many more chances can you give somebody, man? It's just like, dude, Rush Chapman has overstayed his welcome 10 times over when it comes to the pro racing in this game. It's just like, what more can he do? I mean, got caught fixing a race in the European Series, which is, they're over there like ganging up and trying to, help their one little buddy win the race or whatever. Just totally destroying the professionalism of the pro racing. Rush Chapman has never done anything good for the professionalism of the racing of this game ever. He's always treated it like an absolute complete joke, like he does with everything else in his life. It's just like, why would you allow somebody like that to continue to pro race? Why would you do that? I saw this coming from a mile away. Made all those little rant videos on him before the season even started. I said, RF, you better not let him back in. You better not do it, man. You're going to regret that decision. He's going to eventually do something stupid. Like, the karma's eventually going to catch up with him. He never learns from anything. Literally just said all of this like 3 months ago before the season started. So they let him back in, and even on top of that, he messes up multiple times. They're still nice to him, still keep him in, and then he does even more shit, and now you're permanent banned. I've never seen somebody more deserving of a ban in my entire life in this game. I'm telling you right now. And it could be anybody. Some people think I've just got this little, little personal hatred towards Rush, and that's why I'm going off. It could be anybody, dog. It could be my own team member, even though I wouldn't even have them on my team if they were doing the shit that Rush was doing. But, that's what I'm saying. It could be anybody, and I would still be coming in here and saying this. But nobody else does this shit. Nobody else does what Rush does. He's on another level of, just trying to get banned. I mean, that's what it seems like with the shit that he does. You would think of all of the times you could have just calmed it down a little bit, not risked it. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit if it was in the European series. He's just not even using his brain at all. It's like, dude, you have the points lead. You're on a thin tightrope as it is anyways. You're walking on eggshells anyways with how much crap you've done previously. You would just think Rush would be like, okay, now I'm going to tone it down a little bit. Now I'm just going to play it safe, not do anything super stupid in the game, not do any, super breaking the rules in the pro racing. Maybe I'm going to try to play it safe just for a little while so that I can get my normal license back. But no, he just goes right back into his good old Rushy ways. And this is what you get, dog. This is what you get, man. Shout out to you, RF, for finally stepping the foot down. This is the crap you've got to do, or this game is just going to burn into the ground. I'm telling you, bro, it's going to completely burn into the ground. If you don't start getting these cheater, hacker, bullshit, scammer people out of the game, it's not going to be a professional series anymore, man. That's everything to it. And all you dudes sitting there looking at what Rush did just in 2020 so far, that aren't taking in consideration anything else, you're acting like, oh, that was just not that bad. He should have just got another warning or whatever. Dude, you got to take into consideration he is just getting off of a 1-year ban for key sharing in the game. Everything he does after that should be times 10 punishment-wise because he's literally coming off of already cheating in a pro race. It's just this is no-brainer stuff, people. I mean, good God, I've never seen any sort of a professional gaming organization give somebody so many chances. I've never seen it in my life, dude. They have given him more than the fair share of chances to, learn from his mistakes. But now we all realize Rush Chapman is incapable of doing that. This doesn't shock me at all. I've been saying this ever since the kid came into the pro racing back in 2015. Literally, I told JLV 6 months before Rush got caught key sharing in a pro race. I hit up JLV. I was like, Rush is probably key sharing. And what do you know? 6 months later, Rush has been caught key sharing. He gets a 1-year ban. They should have just perma-banned him then, like I said. They shouldn't even have let him back in then. But here we go. Now we've got even more fucked up history books in the 2020 RF series. You got Rush with, leading the points and all this. He's on multiple of these tracks up in the little pictures on top of the stadium and shit. It's like, here we go again. You're destroying your history books, RF, when you don't put down that fermented fucking full-blown perma-ban hammer. See, that's the thing about it, all these little Rush fanboys give him this pass and, try to defend him and stuff just because either he's, going to Loretta's in real life or he's doing okay in MX Simulator, leading the points, winning a race, they defend him and act like he's this god that can do anything in the game with no sort of, somebody overpowering him or really, banning him in the game or anything like that. They just act like Rush can do whatever he wants, and now finally you idiots realize you can't just do that in RF racing. You're finally starting to realize that. This is putting a statement to everybody. All them little, little troll boy kids think they're going to pull a fast one on RF. Dude, they're going to get your ass eventually. I'm just telling you. They may not get you right away. You might get away with it for a while. You might get a couple wins, you might do this and do that, but they will eventually get you. They will eventually get you. That's all it really comes down to. So, shout out to RF. This is crazy, man. I'm going to be racing in every single RF race, outdoors and in, from this point forward. Now that they got Rush out of here, I already told my team, told everybody that's what I'm doing. So, it's just, wow. The integrity is back to the pro racing on RF, dude. This is crazy. It was so lost. The integrity to it was just so lost. They were just not putting that final ban hammer down on people. They were just letting people get away with anything and everything and continue to mess up over and over and over and give multiple warnings over and over and over. If you collectively took what Rush Chapman has done over the past 5 years in this game, oh my God, dog. Like, some of you dudes just looking at what he's done, like right here in 2020, you're not even getting the full picture, bro. He's been banned in every facet you could possibly be banned in this community. He's been banned on the forums, been banned in EMF. He's basically completely hated by EMF now. He's been banned in RF multiple times, been full-blown caught key sharing, cheating, having somebody else ride for him in a pro race. One of the worst things you could ever do in a pro race cheating-wise in the game. Goes in there and he's trying to, like, fix races and, you know, do all this other stuff. And that's not the first time he's key shared. Good try, though, Rush. Anybody that has half a brain can realize you've key shared at least 10 times that much if you've finally been caught doing it. That's the thing. Once you've been caught doing this shit, you've already done it at least 10 times without getting caught, right? So that's the thing with Rush. It's like, just think about all the stuff he's done that he didn't get caught doing. Just imagine that shit for a minute. Like, all the stuff he's been caught doing is just this absolute, you know, paragraph and a half long amount of stuff. Just think about all the stuff he's been doing behind the scenes that he hasn't been caught doing. Like, that's where that permanent ban really is justified. That's where it's justified right there. It's just absolutely no learning from his lessons at all. None. He does not give a shit about the pro racing in this game, ever. He's never cared about it. Why would you want somebody in there pro racing like that? Why would you want that? Oh, because he's your buddy? Oh, because he's your good old buddy, old pal? Is that why? Yeah, we understand. We know. We know, dog. Goodbye, Rush. It was nice knowing you, dude. I mean, man, I'm just surprised you did this, man. I really am. I'm surprised you were that... You didn't get it. You just weren't understanding how serious. See, that's what it was. Rush was over there thinking, I can get away with anything. RF is letting me back in a year later after completely cheating in the game as to the top level that you possibly can with key sharing. So he's over there thinking, wow, I can just do anything. I can go in here and act like, you know, make a fool out of this European RF series over here and just completely destroy everything in it. And you know, RF's not going to do anything to me. So that's the problem, RF. Nobody's scared of you. Nobody's scared of your punishments at all. They're not scared of doing shady shit in this game because you don't really punish people like you should for the right reasons. Like, you should be a lot more sturdy with your punishments when it comes to actually cheating in this game, like key sharing, hacking, you know, fixing races, those kind of things that are like up and above the level of the normal, you know, bullshit you can do in the game. Like, that kind of stuff should be zero tolerance. Absolutely zero tolerance. You know, first time doing a key share or a hack in a pro race, you should be fully out of the game. No chance of coming back. Like I said, done said all this 10,000 times before. Here's even more proof now that Rush still has never learned his lesson. He's never gonna learn his lesson. Don't ever get that in your head like he's, 2 years down the line. Oh, Rush, he's learned his lesson. He's got it now. Oh, my God. He'll never do it again. Just even though he's done this crap 10,000 times over the past 5 years. Nah, he'll never do it again. He's learned from it. Dude, it gets to a point where you just gotta get him out of the game, man. It just gets to that point. Well, I got one more thing to say to you, Rush. Did you actually break any rules this time? Huh?